Do you want a hack for dating in the game of love? Then you need to hear what I have to say about permission slips next. You remember permission slips as a kid, right? For activities or field trips, but as an adult, permission slips as it relates to game are a way to hack yourself into a better and more productive state. Maybe you want to be more confident or relaxed or confident or positive or optimistic. Some common and recognizable examples include alcohol, drugs, both legal and illegal, music. They get you in this place, this state where you're relaxed and ready to have fun, right? And some other examples include having money or access to resources that might make you more confident, right? Or your well put together appearance might make you feel a certain confidence and ready to be optimistic about your chances for the night, right? Or it might even be the routine that you have for getting ready in certain situations. Those are all examples of permission slips. Do you know what permission slips you use or want to? If not, maybe you might want to reflect and identify them. Because understand, permission slips, they're neither good nor bad. But not knowing you're using them or not being conscious about your decision making in using them, that can be bad. In my work, I'm often someone's permission slip. I'm the force that encourages new and necessary action. Or you might think of it as I'm the excuse that someone needs to step out of their comfort zone and do something new that's beneficial for their growth. Otherwise, they can remain stuck in their experiences and their results because their actions are stuck. In these situations, permission slips, whether me or someone else, can be great for getting someone unstuck because they give you permission to do things that you aren't quite yet comfortable doing. But your understanding and use of permission slips doesn't end there. After that, the next stage that you have to go through, because it has the next lessons for you, is consciously removing the permission slips. Because permission slips can giveth, but they can also taketh away. Permission slips can turn into a crutch, especially in the dating scene. For example, alcohol. You might think that you need it for a first date. So you extend an invitation to someone and say, hey, why don't we get together for drinks? And that doesn't seem like a bad idea, right? But when it becomes your only option for feeling comfortable when you're meeting someone, or when liquid courage becomes something that you're dependent upon to feel social, confident, and just relaxed, we have a problem there. And you might need to look back and realize you need to develop another option or work to develop the same effect without the permission slip. Whatever your permission slip, alcohol, drugs, appearance, or routine, whatever it is, think of it as an enabler, but also think of it as a teacher, because they teach you how you want to act, behave, and feel. But the key is, you want to achieve that desired outcome with or without your permission slip. It's like learning how to ride a bike, but with the training wheels on. Those training wheels are your permission slip to be confident and to pedal hard and fast. But eventually those training wheels do have to come off. Otherwise, they hinder your growth and your progress. You'll never learn how to truly ride a bike if you never take the training wheels off. There's a time for training wheels and there's a time for permission slips, and there's a time in your life that you have to let them go. Because at a certain point, you have to remove them and prove to yourself and prove to the game that you're playing that you're worthy, that you've learned the lessons, that you've paid the price, and you're worthy of that desired outcome. Permission slips are supposed to be a tool, not your crutch, so you need to watch how you use them and how dependent you're becoming upon them, because if you lose track of this and you don't pay attention, before you know it, you'll discover that beneath these permission slips, you've become weaker underneath, and you rely upon that permission slip to function. So here's what you need to do to take your game to the next level. Regarding permission slips, you need to become more conscious. Consciously use them, and consciously take them away. Go out with your friends or go out on a date, but do so while you take away a permission slip. Alright? I want you to take away that alcohol and discover that you can have a good time, or maybe you can't have a good time without alcohol. Either way, it's enlightening information, right? Or maybe you want to make sure that you can go out and have a good time without looking your best. So maybe you have to prove to yourself that you can not look your best with either your appearance or your hair or whatever, just so that you know that your success isn't dependent upon that permission slip. It's just dependent upon you. Because sometimes you actually have to prove things to yourself. And you can't just have a feeling of, well, I could go out without drinking and have a good time. Well, do it and find out, because if you can, that's awesome. And if you can't, well, that speaks volumes about what you need to address too. So with permission slips, you really want to be conscious about them, about using them, and about taking them away. Because if you can gather that experience, you'll be set up for so much more success with or without a permission slip.